Good morning. My name is Freddy Cordero. I want to thank Chairman Miller and the member of the committee for the opportunity to speak to you today. I was a school fireman for the New York City Board of Education for over 21 years. And I've been a member of Local 94 International Operating Engineer for over 15 years. I also had an extensive background in safety and have a special handling certificate and other safety certificate needed for my work. On September 12, 2001, I was called by a custodian union to see if I was willing to leave my regular school assignment on Northern Manhattan and work to support the rescue and recovery effort at and near the World Trade Center site the next day. As a citizen of New York, I wanted to serve my city and my country however I could. We assembled a team of cleaners, engineers, and firemen to join others Board of Education workers on the bus provided by the city to go to perform work at the World Trade Center site. We were only asked to bring as many buckets as we can carry. When we got there on September 13, we were assigned to work on the bucket brigade at Ground Zero. I am sure you all seen the video of the pit, horrible first day. The next day, September 14, our assignment was to clean up the 3 public schools within the World Trade Center area. Those include PS 234, PS 89, and Stuyvesant High School, all within block of the site. The school were going to be shelter for many men and women during the rescue and recovery work. When we arrived at the school, they were covered with World Trade Center dust and very, very smoky from the fire that were burning nearby. Our job was to make each school clean enough so that the worker and volunteer would have a place to eat and sleep. In all, I worked as an employee and volunteer for 1 month. When I left the bucket brigade after 2 days, I continued to work as a volunteer at the school after my paid shift. Though I own my own respirator, I didn't take it with me the first day. To be honest, I forgot it. On the following day, I couldn't get back to my usual school to get it, but I also assumed that there would be masks available for those rescue and recovery team working at Lower Manhattan. Both on the 13, on the bucket brigade, and on the 14 in the school, the only masks provided were paper masks. I wore my mask and changed it frequently as it got clogged and dirty. At the end of each day, I threw out the last mask and blew my nose. I was amazed at the amount of black soot that I had breathed in. A few days later, we were giving a regular half-face mask with cartridges. I think it was my union that made sure that we had those respirators. Everyone I worked with from the Board of Education had the same respirator when they were available. It was our responsibility to get new cartridges as needed. There were a lot of people around those first days. I cannot say for sure that anyone from OSHA or Ph.D. was there. One other thing that concerns me is that I was going home covered in toxic dust to my wife and my 3-year-old son. By September 15 or 16, I took the matter into my own hand and bought 4 or 5 disposable suits. I did not want to endanger my family with the dust. I continue using them and the face mask with the cartridges until I left ground zero area. In spite of everything I did, my health had suffered greatly from this work after 9/11. Within 3 days, my family noticed that I had a dry cough that many people now call the World Trade Center cough. My family doctor prescribed a few medications, but they didn't really help me that much. In 2003, I began getting treatment at Mount Sinai World Trade Center Medical Screening and Treatment Program. They had been testing me at few times a month for 5 years. I have been diagnosed me with scarring of the lung, asthma, postnasal drip, and other respiratory illnesses. They have also diagnosed me with the narrow of the esophagus and reflux disease. I now take at least 5 or 6 medications regularly. I have been taking them for the past five years. I don't know what I would do without the Mount Sinai Medical Screening and Treatment Program. Prior to 9/11, I was an extremely healthy and avid swimmer and never had to take any medicine. My pulmonologist had told me that the reason I am still around is that I was never a smoker, but that I have the lung of an 80-year-old. And it, not just me, for my team of 26 men that I know, with I believe 11 are also suffering some illness. I consider myself fortunate with the help of my family, my caregiver at Mount Sinai, and the support of my new employer. I'm able to lead a happy and productive life. I was not able to stay employed at the Board of Education job that I love. The chemical boiler and other hazards exposed stopped me from staying there. I am now fortunate enough to have a part-time job at a senior citizen facility that allowed me to continue supporting my family without exposing myself to hazards. I think I took a large financial cut to take this job, but I am grateful to have it. I know my time is up, but I am happy to answer any question you may have about my work at the World Trade Center site. The wonderful care that I got at Mount Sinai, or my ordeal with the workers' compensation, which it took 5 years to settle, as the different party argue about their responsibility. Thank you for your interest for your support of 9/11 and rescue, recovery, and cleanup worker. Thank you.
Thank you.